Hi doll people, and welcome to doll talk number 17. First thing I want to talk about would have to be, I picked up a Cuckoo Harajuku girl, and I picked up Baby. They only had one assortment of the entire line there. There was only one of each character, and usually the African American one is the first one and gone. You can't find it ever again. I was tempted to buy the whole line, but then I was like, restraint. But I did get Baby. And I was really excited about Baby because she's got like the cutest curly hair. She's just adorable, and I'm really excited about the line because it's cute. It's got all the key factors that made us fall in love with a lot of the dolls that we all have now, like the Monster High and the Harajuku girl. Like, it's got the fun fashion, but then the doll itself is really cute. But then I opened the doll and her left arm was cracked. Of course, I contacted Mattel, and I was just kind of hoping that they'd send me another doll. Like, even if I had to like rewrap this one back up and send it back to the company, and they'd send me one that was that wasn't cracked. They contacted me back today, and they were just like,
we'll just send you like a little check in the mail because we don't have any of those dolls to send you.
So I was like, fine. I have the doll. She's here, and she's real cute, you know, like, here. Like, she's real cute. She's an adorable doll, and of course I'm going to repaint her. I love her little bows, and I love all the accessories she came with. You're supposed to use them for yourself if you're a little girl, but of course, me being a doll collector, I'm gonna use it on other dolls. So I like the doll, but the doll's arm, this arm is fine, you know, and I'm not even sure how the joints work because I got this doll last week Friday, but I didn't play with her until today, and today's Tuesday of the next week, because I didn't want to break her further, and I didn't want to like erase her face or anything, just in case they did want me to, you know, send this doll back so they can send me another one. So this is the situation I'm dealing with. Like, it looks like her arm is just bent, but like, yeah, that's what's happening, and it sucks. I really wanted to explore with this body. I want to, oh god, it's just dangling there. But it looks like I'm stuck with her, and she has one arm. I don't really know what to do. God, her hair is really soft. Her hair is so soft. I can't wait to play with this doll. Now I guess I could go ahead and repaint her, but what body am I going to put her on? I've been kind of sitting here with my box of bodies, and I've been trying to figure out what I should do, or, you know, what kind of hybrid I can come up with that'll still somewhat give me like the dainty body, big head proportion. And I immediately thought a Monsters High body. I don't have any more like Cleo skin tones, because that's kind of what she is. She's like a Cleo skin tone, or an Alexis Liv body skin tone, or the Nikki skin tone that she always comes in the fashion for Nikki skin tone. So I figured I'd put her on the Monster High body, still give her the bobblehead feel, and dainty body look, and then she could still wear her same fashions, because I actually quite like these fashions. Cute little things. Oh my god, these things are so stinking cute. I mean, I don't have any other smaller bodies, so after kind of dealing with that whole shebang, I felt like maybe this body. Now, this is an old Liv Alexis that I'm still working on. I've yet to pick her back up after like a year. Yeah. So, I was thinking maybe she could snag this body and I could just deal with this head some other time. But then that would kind of really ruin the whole dainty body, massive head kind of effect. So that kind of bums me out. I mean, maybe by the time they send me, I didn't even think about this. Okay, so I'm currently modding a Shiba Juku doll. I'm waiting on her eyes, and she still doesn't have a face up or anything yet. And I have this body. And the head that, okay, so my modded Shiba Juku, I'm always this. My modded Shiba Juku is on this body, and this body is the same color So, oh, they would actually be really cute as like siblings. No, not siblings. Maybe like yeah, maybe siblings, older sister, younger sister, maybe. Anyway, so since they're the same skin tone, maybe this body might work. Maybe. But then there's like the case of this knob situation. And I'm almost certain that this head's neck looks a lot like the way Monsters High's neck knob looks. So like it looks like it would be a ball around this area, but once you actually get the head off, it's a regular like head connector like Barbie. I'm trying to find one. I got all these bodies up here. I know I have one. Like after you get this head off, it'd probably be more something like this than this. If I were to take this head off, I'm not even sure if it would actually pop onto this body. If it didn't, I'd have to mod it to pop onto this body. But then that in and of itself, because this body is still taller than this one, it would kind of ruin the whole dainty body, big head thing. But her head is still pretty large, and I feel like maybe it would still work on this body. If anything, it would make the head look smaller, but it might still work. I don't know. I'm going to repaint this doll and play with her and love her, probably with the Shibajuku body, because this body isn't all that bad. The only problem I had with the Shibajuku doll was that the staring and the face sculpt of the doll wasn't good. I think the body is okay. It's not the best in the world, but neither is the body that neither is this body, and neither is this body either. So I mean, even this body is probably not the best in the world, but I'd be happy to have her on a body and have her be somebody in my collection. And I still think she'd be able to wear these shoes, because I think these shoes are stupid cute. Oh, she's got heeled feet. See, I thought her feet were flat. She's got like little heeled feet. Her arch is too cute because her feet are so chubby. See, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go to the store and see if I could pick this same doll back up in conjunction with the chick that's got purple streaks in her hair. Because I would really like to play with this body and really see what this body has to offer without it being broken. Oh, she can! She can! So, like, all is not lost. Like, I'd still be able to use these boots and stuff with this body. And I actually thought I wasn't going to use this body. I knew at some point I'd get curious about this body, but I just figured that'd mean I'd rip it up and turn it into something else. I like this doll. I really do. Like, when I first seen pictures of her on, like, Instagram, and I kept seeing the pictures pop up on Flickr, I was like, I want that one. So like, I like the doll, and the quality of the doll is actually really nice, which is why I was kind of bummed that her arm's broken, because the body is really solid, her head is really solid, and she's got weight to her, and like all the joints are really nice and tight. There aren't even any of those really ghastly seam lines that you see in some of the fashionistas nowadays. And it also excites me because this doll is made by Mattel, and most of us who collect Barbie and the like always kind of have some kind of boo or moan about what Mattel is doing as far as quality wise. So to see this doll not be complete shit is good. Oh, before I say goodbye to you guys, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to North Carolina at the end of this week. I'm going to try and make videos because I'm going to take a couple dolls down there to keep me company and whatnot. I think I might make a couple videos. I've actually been thinking about dyeing Cinnabon, because I erased Cinnabon. She's currently, in a bubble bath, in a bowl, in the kitchen, and she's getting clean and everything. But the thing is, I'm kind of done with Fairyland Tank. I mean, their tan is fine. It just, I'm kind of bored with it. So I'm going to turn her into something. I'm not going to tell you now because I have to dye her first. And I've been thinking about this idea, but I thought I was going to turn a 17-inch Monsters High Claudine into this character. But Cinnabon would embody this character so well. That, and when I painted her tattoos, I didn't adequately seal her bust. So like I've completely stained her bust to high hell with all that black paint. So dyeing the doll wouldn't suck too much anyway, because I've already stained her. Her hands are broken. They got, like, I broke one before the move, and then I broke the rest during the move. So Cinnabon has got one hand, but I have spare hands, and they've been dyed purple. But the color that I plan on dyeing Cinnabon is completely black, like this color black. Even if those hands don't dye correctly, it'll be fine, because what I plan on turning her into, it won't matter. Now that I've told you guys that, that's all I have for you guys today. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!